recovery support. And we are going to do another pick a card, connections, and relationships reading. And today it's just going to be the energy between you and your person, right? So it's like maybe a shared thing that we can go into. All right, so I'm gonna leave you with the cards to focus on for a few minutes. Well, not minutes, a few seconds actually. And just go with what you feel intuitively drawn to. Okay, we have A, B, and C. The deck I'm using today is the Sugar Skull Tarot is what's here, and then the Neoteric Feminine Tarot as well. All right, so there you go. Get your selection, and then we're going to start with A. All right, so if you chose A, this is going to be your message here. All right, so A is the Judgment card. And, you know, that tends to mean new, well, so certainly there's some kind of big decision being made, but also it can mean a wake-up call. So there's something between you and this person, group A, that it feels like big realizations are happening. It feels like there's some kind of big decision being made, and this energy could definitely weigh more on one person than the other person, right? As in, one of you could be going through something major, and there is some kind of energy here of what do we do now? Do we start again? Because this can sometimes be renewal. All right, so let's get some insights on that. Death and the King of Wands here. We also have the Five of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. All right, this to me is somebody that is really clear. It's somebody who, group A, there is a need for things to change. I think this is what this person is saying. They're very fired up about like trying to get things to change between you and them, because there is a feeling like they don't have you. They're not like, you're not present with them at this moment, and that is throwing things off balance for them. I don't think this person really kind of likes that. They would prefer if you two were in connection. There is some kind of like big decision here with them. What do I do now to revive this? Because there is a strong energy of like, okay, you two are not in connection here, and there's a sense that this person has that this is over. I don't think they like this. They probably miss your presence, being in touch with you and in contact quite a lot. This is also like a King of Wands who is a little bit out of balance, which to me feels like somebody who is normally confident, normally knows what they want, but they feel a bit unsure when it comes to this situation. And like, ooh, I didn't even see that. That's really interesting that the devil comes out here. This is somebody that wants to kind of like rush in. There's a kind of anxiety that I'm seeing about like, let's hang on to this. With that devil card, it could feel like somebody who doesn't want to let this go, is not ready to let it go, and has been in that state, like not wanting to let things go. This person could have like shrank away from the connection because it's probably better for them to disappear for a bit than to face up to letting this go, is what that feels like to me, group A. Let's find out some more about like what's going on here. Okay, All right, so your person here is trying to make some big decision, right? Which is definitely echoed in the judgment. That's interesting. The King of Swords with the Queen of Swords. They're seeing you as their back is up, or they need to make some decision, but you also like you're gonna hold them to it. Like they're who is this? You, right? I kind of get confused with you two just a while ago. So it feels like two people who, like you could be a little bit upset with them. I don't think it's so much upset, but it's more like this is a boundary now that we need to draw, and you're just not like being kind of compliant with them. So that tells me that this person's a king of wands, right? This is somebody that's used to getting what they want, but they feel like that whole scenario with them and you is thrown out of balance. So now they have to kind of like make some strong decisions. There's the three of swords here, so there could be some kind of decision to try to communicate from a place of the heart, saying like, okay, I'm hurt. I have been hurt by this, and wanting to come towards you to see if they could reestablish or establish, if this hasn't happened before, something that is more indicating their intention towards you, which is like in a romantic sense. And when I look at the deck, the Empress here peeps out, and it's like, I think this person is saying like, you're valuable to me. You're very valuable to me, and things have ended. I want to know like why things ended between the two of you. Why did things end? All right, Eight of Wands in reverse. So things just weren't moving between the two of you. Things felt like they were stuck. There was not a lot of communication, and somebody here, because of that, got really hurt by this. So I'm guessing maybe that could be you with the Queen of Swords energy. And, this person was on their own time. So, it's like learning. I think this person's learning what needed to happen. I want to get some advice for you, Group A. All right, Page of Cups with the Nine of Wands. It's kind of like, can you find it in your heart to like allow an apology, to allow them to kind of express themselves to you? Nine of Wands is like, I know you're tired. I know you're tired of this. I know you're frustrated with this person, but you're dealing with somebody that is learning how to be in connection to you, is what it feels like. Somebody who could have been a very confident, even a little bit arrogant about things. And yeah, it's like, let's start from the beginning. Let's start from basics with this person, is the advice here for you if you want to go in that direction. Nothing says that you have to force that if you don't want that. All right. So, Group A, that was your reading. Let's get some zodiac charms here for you. Although already I'm seeing that there is like fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, particularly Leo, Sagittarius energy here, some Scorpio, and we did have a King of Swords. This could be like Aquarius energy, but doesn't have to be. All right, let's see. This is Cancer, Libra, Sagittarius, Taurus, and let's get one more. Capricorn. Okay, so that could be the placement of your person, sun, moon, rising, or it could be the energy as well of this person. All right, so Group A, that was you. Thank you. And if you enjoyed it, if you feel like there's something here for you, please do subscribe and give a like. All right, so let us move on to group B. All right, group B, you have the Four of Wands. All right, and Four of Wands can talk about like, let's come together, let's celebrate together, two people that want to connect. And as I said with group A, this could be more your person or your energy. It could be one person's energy more than the other person's energy. All right, but this is the vibe in your situation. Group B, tell me more about this. Okay. All right, we have the Lovers and the Two of Pentacles. Okay, that's kind of nice. I'm gonna pull a couple more and then I'm gonna tell you about that. Eight of Pentacles, the Chariot. Ooh, group B. All right, if you pull group B, I have to say one thing to you, group B. You had better be ready for things to like get going for you. There is some kind of almost like there's a window in time. It's like right now is the time when you and this person are coming together. There's some kind of triumph energy, like we're gonna have success. You could have been people that you have been through like cycles with this person, but you know how sometimes like you will break up with somebody a couple times, but then you can kind of finally get it right, hopefully. Some people don't get to that point, but it kind of feels like you are people that could be getting to that point. And I say that with the death card here, it's like you may have been coming back. So this is like a coming back. It feels like coming back from separation with this person, coming back from endings with this person. Like you could have really thought this was over with this person, group B, but it's like in that period we realize we kind of moved together and we realize that actually we have affection for each other and we miss each other, and like we're heartbroken, right? So we have to make some kind of truthful, clear decisions here. And so between you and your person, it feels like um, two people that are trying to figure out how to come together. But I think you like both know that you are serious in your feelings for each other. And if that's not happened yet, that is coming into being, it feels like. No, there's something here, right? There's, you two have some kind of deep connection for sure. And it really is coming about because you're working on this. So your connection that you've had to put work into to get to where you want to go. It's like you had to choose this connection in order to get to the happiness. And that could be a lesson that you're both learning. Here is that sometimes things flow together, but there's sometimes we have to choose people. There's sometimes we have to actually put effort and walk on the path towards the person that we want to be with. Like it's not going to be like, yeah, wishy-washy type of energy. And I think that that is what group B that is happening here, is that there's an intention to get things back on track, and it's going to lead to some kind of big payoff, which is kind of what you always wanted with this person, right? It's like, let's just be together, let's be happy, let's figure it out, and yeah, let's get on the path of being together. All right, I want to find out maybe one extra thing. Why was this off balance? Okay, the Tower. That told me like straight up with the Moon. Something happened between the two of you and it feels like there was some distrust. People got afraid People got scared that they would be rejected or that they were going to lose the other person, or they didn't know everything that was there. And it's just like a big like upheaval between the two of you. But you know how they say like repair is the thing that tells you if you're gonna actually stick it out in a relationship. Like, can we repair? And it feels like that's what's happening here, is that you two actually figured out a way to repair this. And so now we have the Ten of Cups coming through for you. All right, Group B, that is so good. Let's get advice for you. Ooh, Ten of Swords with the Devil. Okay. Um, there is something that is like what I would call like a shadow in this relationship where you two have some kind of mistrust for each other. It could have been the past that you two have, which is like maybe somebody felt betrayed. Somebody felt like the other person didn't really tell them the truth. And then there tends to be a kind of shrinking away from that. So something happens, we don't trust, and then somebody kind of retreats. And that is the thing that might need to be a solved issue for both of you if you want to come together. I mean, let me find out more about this. Yeah, okay, there's somebody else that maybe has a hard time focusing on this relationship as well. That is going to need to be something that's solvable, because what's actually necessary is somebody who's dedicated to this situation, somebody who's focused on this and is saying like, this is where I'm putting my energy. Group B. This could, I don't know who this is your person. Now I'm gonna pull the charms for this, but let's just pick up who and what is here in terms of signs. There is some Capricorn and Aries energy here. There is Pisces, Cancer, Gemini, and Virgo. So let's get the zodiac charms for you. All right, so who could this be? Capricorn, Taurus, Pisces, Aquarius, and let's get one more. Scorpio. Okay, so this could be sun, moon, rising for your person. And you could have some of these elements as well. And if not, it's maybe just the archetypal energy of this reading. Okay, so that was you, Group B. I think that looks amazing. Congrats on the hard work. All right, so we're gonna do now Group C. All right, Group C, you have the Eight of Pentacles card. Let's see if we can get you to stand up. Okay. All right. You know what? I'm going to let it do what it does. All right. So, Group C. All right. So, the energy between you and your person, Group C, is I think you are people that you're willing to put time and energy into making this work. That's always like the best energy, because that means that two people are pouring their effort into this. I split the deck and there's a Three of Swords. It feels like something's happened here, but there's a willingness between the two of you to kind of connect, pour time, and improve. This could even mean like people who are willing to like go to counseling to make this work type of thing. We're willing to like sit and talk it out. We're willing to do the uncomfortable things to make this work. Ooh, look at that, the lovers. All right. Well, that's off to the races, I guess. Now let's see. Let us see the insight, please. Okay, Six of Cups, Two of Wands, Ace of Swords, Knight of Wands. Okay, this kind of really makes me smile a bit because I kind of feel, I don't know if this is both of you, but at least this is one of you in this connection group C. It's somebody that is like, you know what? I know this is my person. I've always known this is my person. It's kind of, I don't know who in the audience used to watch Wonder Years. Um, that is my generation. But it's kind of like, um, I think the main character is Kevin. Like he always knew that Winnie was his person, or maybe Winnie always knew that Kevin was her person. It's kind of like that. It's somebody that, okay, life may have taken us in different paths. There was the Three of Swords, so there was like a some history of hurt, right, in this situation. So I'm not saying it's like all peaches and bunnies or whatever, right? But um it's something that somebody here is like, you know what, this has been my person. I am gonna like whatever it takes to get on that path. I'm gonna make those plans, and I'm going to get myself together so that we can have this workout. And this is somebody that's very motivated to come together and is very clear. Sometimes you get readings and people are not clear. Like there's a lot of like confusion. It may have been group A or B in this reading where somebody had like options and things like that, but this is somebody that's like, yeah, no, I want to create security here. I want to invest. I want to take my time with this. This could be somebody that really is kind of discovering, they're kind of discovering, you know what, it's like maturing. It's maturing. This is somebody that, in a way, it could feel to me like you are like an older couple, like maybe 30 or later. It's like we've been through it, and I know what I'm gonna do to get to where I need to be. And I just need to take certain actions. I need to come towards you. I need to like, this feels to me like at least one of you is saying like, okay, we need to work this out. This could be somebody you've known from childhood, school days. This could be somebody that you feel kind of like safe with them. You feel a kind of like connectedness to them, and somebody is taking the actions on this. All right, so I want to know, what are these like intentions? What are these intentions here? All right, somebody is saying Seven of Wands, King of Pentacles. Somebody is saying, I have to go and kind of stake my claim with this person. I have to go and like let them know. I have to go and be protective of this connection, is what I'm seeing somebody saying. Yeah, okay. There's some heartbreak here. What could have happened between the two of you is that there could have been a sense that somebody was preferring to focus their energy on their career or work, or whatever type of means of like making themselves stable, just like things that are happening in the world, like their business, etc. Somebody was like blocking things out and focusing on that, and that could have provided this kind of energy of like disconnection between two people. And but now it feels like somebody is saying like, okay, I have to put work into it, the same way I put work into my company, my business, my whatever, and I've gotten my money. That caused my person to feel neglected, to feel hurt. Now I have to put energy into this, and so they're motivated to come towards you. Okay, what is this Ace of Swords energy? All right, somebody is realizing something here about, I heard like the strong silent type. Um, they probably need to like, okay, somebody in this situation, I'm guessing it's this King of Pentacles person, is quite inclined to be like the strong silent type, right? They would rather like have a brave or stoic facade and then like just not saying much about anything. And there, it's like somebody who's realizing, okay, I have to actually do something. I have to learn how to be better here, and I have to like put plans in place, because that's not gonna give me the result I want with my person, right? This is somebody that maybe, you know what, this person in this group, group C, could have had many plans that they never spoke about with their person. They could have like felt like, okay, I've met my person, I'm gonna marry them, I'm gonna be in a relationship, we're gonna have this amount of kids, and they've never mentioned that to their person. So at some point somebody's kind of hurt, right? And I think this person could be realizing that. Let's see. What are they realizing? All right, yeah. Your person here, if group C, if you are recognizing this as your person, this one I've been describing, this person here is understanding. They've gotten some kind of like divine spark. I actually need to like start from scratch with this because I don't understand. I thought I was doing things to build our future, but I wasn't doing the right thing, or I wasn't doing the thing that was going to make my person feel really secure. And I was doing the thing that kind of led us into some kind of separation. So it's not that they didn't have the intention, it's that they weren't like sharing that with you. If you are the you group C that I'm talking about, for some of you in group C, you could recognize this as you, but there we go. Um, let's get advice for you, Group C. Ooh, that came out. Nine of Wands. This has come out for Group A as well. So if you feel drawn to it, check out Group A. Um, all right, Group A, Group C. This is something that you could probably try to push forward. It's almost like it's been frustrating to you, but you could try again with this person if you want. No, this is here is telling me that it won't be easy, right? Because you have somebody that's very fixed in their mind, very set in like what they thought was the path. It's not that they had bad intentions, it's like they didn't, it's to me it's like emotional intelligence, really. It's like they didn't understand what it takes to like fully nurture and connect emotionally. They were doing all the structure. I wouldn't be surprised if like when we pull the signs that this is like an earth sign or a fixed sign, like Capricorn, um Taurus, Virgo, or like Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, or Leo. But anyway, let us pull the signs and see. So far I think we have in the cards we have Sagittarius, we have Taurus, we have Pisces, we have Taurus again, we have some Scorpio, and Aries, Leo. All right, but let's see our signs here. Okay, we got two Gemini, Sagittarius. Signs for this person, Group C, that we've been describing. Taurus. Cancer. Scorpio. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Let's get one more. Pisces. All right, so it echoes some of the signs in the cards. This could be sun, moon, rising of your person. And maybe it is, some of these signs are yours, but also it could just be the archetypal energy of the reading. Okay, so that is what I have for you, Group C. Thank you for listening. If you resonated with this, please do give a thumbs up, a like, subscribe, and I'm going to catch you in another one of these pick a card readings. So take care.